Okay, everybody. Hello, good evening. So my name is Max. I know on my display it says Lisa Losian. That's not me. But I normally do that together with Lisa. She's a little bit unwell today, so I'm just doing it myself. And I want to talk with you guys, of course, about Healy. And for those who don't know Healy, this is how it looks like. And the most amazing part, I think, about it, now I'm doing this since 1.5 years. And it took me probably 4 or 5 months in the beginning to really understand what it is about. And to be quite honest with you guys, until today, I still haven't figured it out how it works. I just know it works with the quantum field, and it has a quantum sensor, and it has amazing effects on people. So what I realized in the very beginning, using this device and talking to Marco Schmiedke, who's the founder of Healy and also Time Waver, that basically everything is frequencies, or frequencies are everywhere, and everything is energy. And this little device is able to tap into the most fundamental form of life, which is our energy, which is our surrounding energy and our bioenergetic field. So with that knowing that it has a frequency program for simply anything you can imagine, and it can go into our field on any dimension. That means any dimension of our physical body. So right now, for example, this is my favorite program I'm using most of the mornings. It's the so-called positive thoughts program, and it makes my mood really, really good. So I'm addicted to this program, not addicted, but I love it. So it's one of my favorite programs in the morning besides energy or whatsoever. So this is one program I can use, right? Now, knowing that, and knowing that no matter what I want to improve about my day, my state, my right now conditions, that there is a frequency program for that. And understanding that, it makes us also understand that we are able to disrupt basically several multi-billion-dollar industries, because they're not only frequencies that make my mood better and uplift my emotions, but they're also frequencies on that device, which is, for example, against when you can't sleep, or when you come out from the gym and you want to recover faster, or you want more energy for the gym, or anti-aging. Okay, we have anti-aging frequencies on this one, skin elasticity, skin, hair, beauty stuff. And this alone is a $800 billion industry. Now, we are not competing with any kind of cream cosmetic products. We just have frequencies for that, right? But we not only use those frequencies only when we want to have those anti-aging benefits, but we can also use the positive thoughts, the energy, the sleeping frequencies, the detox frequencies, the pain frequencies, whatever we want. There is a frequency program for that. And that's really the most amazing part about it. And now my journey started 15 months ago. And since seeing now thousands of people have these amazing testimonials, have these amazing, unbelievable stories by using it, it really became a responsibility to share it as much as possible. And the beautiful thing about social selling is, of course, the more we share, the more we care, the more of a freedom and an abundant lifestyle we can create for ourselves as well. So we have a really beautiful product here to share with the world. I think everybody who experienced it knows how beautiful it is and knows how important it is to get to more people out there. So I would like to lead you guys into a presentation. I don't need to come. Okay, so you guys can see my screen, yes? That's awesome. Alrighty, so I'm going to run through this presentation, and I think most importantly is really to understand the work we are doing here right now is continuing the work of Nikola Tesla. And Nikola Tesla already said over 100 years ago, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, because this is now where we're working on the most fundamental form of life, which is energy. So today, science now proves that the universe and everything including us, is made up of pure energy. And you can see that on this example here. All right, so using Healy for so long, or using Healy at all, makes you understand that we are not only flesh and blood, but we are so much more. Our human body, however, comprises of 9 systems. So first system is the tissues and organs, right? What are tissues and organs are made of? Out of cells. What are these cells made of? Out of molecules. What are molecules made of? Out of atoms. What makes an atom? Subatomic atom particles. And what makes a subatomic particle? Energy. Okay, so you see these small little dots, and with the energy around it, this is what everything is. Okay, and now with Healy, we tap into the most fundamental, the most purest form of energy with the frequencies. And here's a disclaimer. This is very important because right now we're talking, this is for the USA. In every market, we have different disclaimers. In Europe, and it's from Germany, it is a medical class 2 device. So we are able to use some claims on certain conditions. In the USA, it is a FDA cleared device for relief of acute pain, chronic and arthritis, and muscle soreness and overexhaustion. So this is very important that we always remember there's a disclaimer for each country. So we have to be careful what the claims are and what we're saying. Also for the people later who want to share their testimonials, please keep this in mind to share your own personal experience and be aware of the disclaimer. So now what is Healy and what makes Healy so special? So Healy obviously is a frequency device. It is a device which is a quantum physics technology. But the very, very special thing is it is not only delivering frequencies, and I don't know if you can see my screen, but it's delivering frequencies right now through my system, my left and right arm, and I feel those impulses with microcurrency. But before it delivers, it's analyzing my bioenergetic field. It is analyzing my energy. So for example, I'm using a program which is detoxing my body. And this program called Pure. In this Pure program, we have 400 frequencies. They are known to the Medical Advisory Board. All of these frequencies help purifying your system, detoxing your liver, your kidney, even your emotions, your mental body. All these frequencies are very good to detox. Now, I might not need all of them right now. So what the Healy is doing with the quantum sensor, it's analyzing in real time my bioenergetic field. And then based on the feedback and seeing where my frequencies are, it will pick and choose those frequencies that are resonating with the frequencies I have. And then maybe pick or choose 20, maybe 10 sometimes of those frequencies and send me those, deliver them those with a microcurrent over the period of the next 40 minutes. Now, for example, if Kevin used the same program as I do, the Pure program, to detox his body is completely different. His energy bioenergetic field is completely different, and it's every time different because he's changing all the time. Something is changing all the time. So now the Healy is able to pick this up in real time and then deliver completely individualized sets, durations, and combinations of frequencies to him. And this is why Healy is working so well. So we already know we have, if you are a little bit in the space of frequencies or if you heard about it, there are devices out there, they can send frequencies. We have a Rive machine. We have like these mats where you can lie on. And I think they have 2 different frequencies, one for detox, one for removing parasites or whatever it is, right? And I think one is like 30,000. However, it's just a frequency that is sent to your body. We can't really tell if this is really the frequency that we need right now. And we really don't know how long we need it. Now, with a quantum sensor, it will tell us exactly how long we need it, and it will only send us the frequency until we have enough of it, and then moves on to the next frequency. And that's basically the only product in the world with a quantum sensor. And besides that, it's also the only product in the world which you can fit in your hand and have an application that controls it. So there is nothing like that. So analyzing and then delivering, and this is why this is one of the reasons why it's very special. And as you can see, the Healy comes 144,000 frequencies. So on this little device, it has the ability to send 144,000 frequencies. So I'm going back to the example of the purifying, the detox program, which is called Pure. Now in that program are 400 frequencies. Now we have 140 different frequency programs. And all these programs have different frequencies in there. Some frequencies are known to make you sleep better. So obviously in the sleep programs are different frequencies to the one from the detox program. So a total of 144,000 selected frequencies are in this little device. And as I mentioned before, there is this one mat, where you can lay on and it sends you frequencies. It has 2 frequencies. Then we have different machines, big stationary machines, which you can't fit in your pocket. They have sometimes 10 or 20 frequencies. So we're looking now at a device with 144,000 frequencies, which is working with a quantum sensor. It's analyzing in real time the frequency that you need right now, and it's application based. So what I mentioned in the beginning, if you were already on the call, we are basically, if I think in terms of business, we are basically now able to disrupt several multi-billion-dollar industries. Why is that? Because Healy is working on all kinds of dimensions, on all kinds of aspects in our body. It's not only working physical, but it does work physical. So if you have something, what you have, you want to improve on your physical body, there are frequencies that help you with that. But it's also for mentality, for your mental. If you have, for example, a broken heart, you're stressed, you fatigue, there are frequencies, those programs, they will help you with that. Emotional. We have an emotional body. So if we have emotions, whatever, they will be improved by using the right frequency programs as well. The meridians is another thing. Meridians are the energy lines in our body, and all the organs, there are frequency programs for that too. Chakras, the energy centers, right? Learning, we have frequency programs that help you more focused, that help you to be more concentrated, that help you to be more content. Then beauty, I mentioned it before, it's an $800 billion US industry, and we have frequencies that help you to anti-age, yeah. Fitness, one of my favorite. Every time I go to the gym, I use the recovery, regeneration, or muscle frequency programs, and it feels amazing. Wealth, of course, because first of all, you lift your mood, you change your mindset, you start vibrating on a higher frequency. And by the thing what we're doing, if we share it, we can create freedom and wealth for ourselves as well. Connection, this is what we do right now. This is what I'm doing. I'm getting to know you guys. Everybody in the call, we're getting to know each other. We're creating relationships and connections. And it's helping you with productivity. So basically, just see it from this way. Whatever the person wants to improve in their life, there is a frequency program for that. And that's why it's so special. And this is on one view now, all the frequency programs that has Healy until today, okay? Actually, we have way more than this, but I don't want to go into this because it's vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. It's getting too complicated. Okay, it's too much information. We have so many things already, so I want to keep it simple and show you just this page, what we can get with the physical device if we're purchasing it. So in the first program page, as you can see, is Pain and Psyche. This is how we call it in Europe. I believe in the USA, it's called local stimulation. As you can see, because of the disclaimer, we have different terminologies of different markets. Okay, so all the frequency programs are the same. Terminology is changing. So obviously, if you have anything, a discomfort in your body, there are frequencies that help you with that. You can even locally attach them to your body on where the discomfort is, and the frequencies go right through that spot. It's amazing. Learning is amazing for people who want to stay focused, for improving their memory. Those programs that normally take between 20 to 45 minutes, and then you get the benefits of it. We have a lot of students, for example, using those learning frequencies while they study for exams, or people who are, engaged with work, whatever it is. Fitness, as I said, you open this program page and you can see 1, 2, 3, 8 different programs that goes from stamina, performance, to recovery, to regeneration. So depending on what you're doing, depending on even what the Healy is telling you, what frequency program is good for you, because there is a function on Healy, how you put it in your hand, and the Healy will tell you what frequency program you need to use. And this is the most amazing part. So whatever you want to choose for the fitness, if it's recovery or before the gym, you want stamina, you can use this program and you will feel the difference. Then we have job and sleep. Job, again, every time you are fatigued, you need activation in your brain. There are frequencies that help your brain to stay focused, activate, and get out of fatigue. And sleep, of course, I don't need to say that. Every time when you feel like you have bad sleep, you can't really rest, use one of those programs an hour, 2 hours before you go sleep, and you will see how your sleep can improve. Beauty and skin, there we go for the anti-aging, right? There's 11 different programs that help you to basically with your skin, hair, and so forth. Mental balance. Mental balance is you have a broken heart, you feel a little bit out of balance, use one of those frequencies, it brings you more into contentment. We have meridians 1 and 2. We have so many meridians, we need to put it in two program pages. It's all the organs, everything what's connected. Bioenergetic 1 and 2, again, we have so many different programs in there, we put them in 2 program pages. There we have frequency programs like immune system, cold, prostate, whatever. There's a lot of amazing frequencies for helping your body to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Chakras, we have the 7 main chakras in the program of the chakras, and everybody who has meditated before And the experience from people meditating with the chakra programs, it's like you meditate on steroids, basically. So you go deep, you go high, and it's a really interesting feeling. Protection program. That's interesting to know because right now I'm using the cables. The protection program is something we can use completely without cables. You start the protection program, you put the Healy in your pocket, and it will protect you with sending frequencies, your bioenergetic field. It will balance your bioenergetic field. And especially today, where we have so much 4G, now 5G, on airports, we have a lot of negative radiation, EMF, and all this kind of stuff. So there we can find those protection programs that help our bioenergetic field being balanced and be more strong. And we can also use those programs, of course, while we sleep. And then we have the deep cycle. The deep cycle is, I can talk an hour about the deep cycle. It's an amazing program. It's basically detox. It's a retreat for your body. It detoxes all the organs, all your complete physical body, mental and emotional body, and then it builds it up again. And we have actually used it, I think 2 months ago. I did a water fast for 4 days. And while I did the fast, I did the deep cycle. So it was an amazing experience. And last but not least, which is actually the very first program, it's the gold cycle. And the gold cycle, you have to know, is the most generic program cycle. It is with every Healy edition, and it comes from pure, which is detox, to energy, to anti-inflammation release, to relax. It has everything you need, basically. And the people using Healy, most of the time they say, like, use one of those programs a day, and you're gonna feel amazing after a while. So the gold cycle is with every edition from Healy. Now, I need to show you this quickly, even though I don't want to confuse you, because I know the Healy already with 144,000 frequencies, and with the application and with all these amazing things is a lot to understand since there's a quantum sensor in there. But this picture is important to know that there is a whole ecosystem of things around the Healy. Okay, as you can see on the very right side, there's the Healy watch. And the Healy watch is basically a standalone product. You can just wear that watch, and the watch is tracking 14 different vital body function, your sleep, your deep sleep, how many steps you take, all these amazing things, what other trackers can also do. But it has also an ECG in there, which is reading your heart rate variability, your blood pressure, and all these things. Now, the amazing thing about that watch is, what do you do when you have a tracker? What do you usually do when you have all those results? Like if I know my heart rate variability is 35, for example, now how do I know what does it mean to me? I don't know. Like I need to ask somebody, right? Or Google the results and try to learn it for myself. So now with the Healy watch, it has an application in there, and the application based on you wearing it over the time and doing the ECG and all this kind of stuff, it will give you the solution. So for example, my heart rate variability is low. Now the first thing that comes up in the watch and says, you need to use the heart rate variability high frequencies and use the energy frequencies. Now, if I do so and I do the test again, I have the results. And that's the amazing thing. So it's analysis and solution in one system. Okay. Now I want you to shift to the very left, which is the Heal Advisor application. And the Heal Advisor application, I think it's very, very important, especially for the USA, because we have experiences with Healy, and Healy has done so many beautiful things for so many people that people often like to talk about it a lot, which is dangerous, which is dangerous because we have to be careful with the claims. And oftentimes people reach out to me and say, hey, Max, or Lisa in this video, what can I use for example, diabetes? And I'm not a doctor, and I would not dare to ever give a recommendation of what somebody should use in a case like that. I would never do that. So Healy has a whole medical advisory board behind that with a lot of doctors who know what they're doing. And this is why the app is for. So whatever condition, whatever the question is, you can type it in there, and there's a huge database that will tell you exactly what to do. So every time you get that question, you have this application, and you can either screenshot this one for the people or tell them to get the application so they can get their answers by themselves. It's also an always growing database. That means if you have a question or a condition and it's not in the database yet, this question will go to the medical advisory board, and they will answer this question and then put it into the database. So in 6 months from now, I'm very confident that we don't have any unanswered question anymore in there, that gives the frequencies, that gives the steps they should do, and that gives also calendar functions and everything. So it's a really good application. The second from the left is the Heal Advisor Analyze app. And this is really, I would say, it's the soul of Healy. I mean, the Healy itself is the heart of everything. And the Heal Advisor Analyze app, the Analyze, is the soul, because it is really such a beautiful awareness tool. All you need to do is, with this one, when you click on the resonance analysis, you see the top, the round circle is the resonance analysis. You put the Healy in somebody's hand, and the Healy now will analyze the bioenergetic field of that person. And from that on, it will tell you, or that person with a percentage, what frequency program, for example, they have many, many different functions. For this one, what frequency program is most relevant for that person right now? Because it identifies in resonance levels where we need what frequencies. So for example, every time I go to the gym, I do the resonance, and then after the gym, the first thing that comes up is fitness. And then it shows me circulation, 65%, or recovery, 72%. It's so accurate, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So it's a tool for everybody who wants to share the Healy. It's the easiest way in the world, because all it needs to be done, put the Healy in somebody's hand, the Healy does all the magic and the work. And the latest then, when the thing is in your hand and the Healy tells you what you have or don't have, the person will say, like, how can it know that? It's impossible. So then people start thinking like, wow, this is really quantum physics on a different level. Yeah, and meet the team. So very important also to know where the company comes from, who's behind the company. And these two gentlemen are behind the company. And starting with him, Markus Schmieke. He's a German guy. He is the founder of Healy, but he's not only the founder of Healy, he's also the founder of Time Waver. Okay, now I'm wearing this one. Most of us have already the Healy. It's not only the Healy. Okay, the Healy just didn't come up out of the blue and have these magic, beautiful effects on people. No, there's actually a lot of research behind it and a lot of development time. So Markus Schmieke founded the Time Waver technology 15 years ago. And Time Waver is the Healy's, let's call it Healy's father, because Time Waver is a big device, a big machine, only for doctors and certified therapists and practitioners. And it has been tremendously successful. It's the market-leading device in this industry. And over the past 15 years, it has helped so many people. So the idea really came up, how can I have more people access to frequencies like that? How can I have more people access to this technology, right? Because, for example, if I want the frequency session from a Time Waver, I would need to fly to Sydney now. I'm in Bali, by the way, which is Indonesia. So Sydney is like a 6-hour flight or so. So I would need to fly there because there's the next person who have a device like this. Now we have 2,500 of those people using the Time Waver. And obviously it's very hard for me to get access. So now creating this one with the same technology like Time Waver gives all of us access to these amazing benefits. Now the difference between Time Waver, of course, Time Waver is more sophisticated. It's bigger. You can adjust the frequency programs. The therapist can actually, whatever your frequency program is you want, he can adjust and create those frequency programs for you. It's absolutely amazing. Here with the Healy is, everything is in the programs. So everything what the therapist can do, it's already in the program. So what we like to say is, we have the therapist in our pocket, you know, or the practitioner in our pocket with our application. So, and that's the amazing thing. So obviously it's not as sophisticated, but it's portable, and we have an application, and we have the same technology and the same effects for a way cheaper price. He's also an author. He's an amazing guy. He's a genius. He used to be a monk. When he was 18 years old, he moved to a temple in India for 12 years and was a monk, you know, because he really studied spirituality, how it's all connected. And from this time on, his search never stopped, and he became one of the most known quantum physics in the world, right? So he's the guy behind the technology and is continuously developing it. This is a very important picture because, yes, we do have the quantum sensor. We do have this amazing technology. We do have all those things, which is working unbelievably. But we have to also ask the question, like, where is the knowledge come from? How do we know that the sleep frequency programs in the program of sleep make us sleep better? Okay, this is why the medical advisory board is here. These people have decades of experience, and this is not all, right? We have many, many more people of the medical advisory board. All of these people using the time waiver, they're basically also medical advisory guys. And they have, of course, decades of experience of using frequencies with thousands of patients, and they use their experience and put this into the programs. Now we have to program with frequencies that are known for us to improve sleep, that are known for us to improve energy, that are known for us to recover us faster, whatever it is. And the program now starts, and the quantum sensor works and gives us only the frequencies that we are needing. Okay, so it's the combination of this amazing technology and the knowledge of a medical advisory board that makes this so work. Christian Halper, he is worth mentioning, of course. He is the investor behind the technology. And why is it interesting to talk about him? He was the previous founder of Superfund. Superfund is a hedge fund in Europe. It's one of the biggest hedge funds in Europe to this time. And I don't know, he's probably now a 3 or 4 times over billionaire, but he's only investing in new energy, green energy projects. He has a vegan and vegetarian restaurant chain, and he's completely behind Healy and Time Waiver. It's very important to understand this because he is a conscious entrepreneur and a conscious investor. So knowing where the intention is coming from, where the money is coming from is very, very important. Also, we have to know the company was approached by Amazon. The company was approached by several billionaires from China and asked to be sold. The company will never sell because it's not about money, but it's about the intention to bring something so beautiful to the world. So it's very, very important to know that we have a very powerful investor and resource behind this company that is not allowing this company to go to any other intention, basically. So he is a conscious billionaire behind the company, backing the company. Now testimonials, guys. I would like, and I haven't prepared anything, but I would like some of you guys maybe to share a testimonial. So if somebody has to share a testimonial, please speak up and let's share some testimonials. So let other people know your experience about Healy. And now I'm trying to figure out how do I unshare my screen. But has anybody a testimonial you would like to share, please? That would help other people to understand your experience about Healy, then please unmute yourself. And I'm trying to... Can somebody tell me if my screen is still sharing or is it not sharing anymore?
It's not sharing.
Oh, cool. But it was sharing while I did the presentation, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, then I'm happy to see. That's good. Okay, so who wants to share a testimonial?
This is Adria, Max. I can share a testimonial.
Please, Adria. I love your testimonial, and I hope you have some more.
I do, actually. I have a few.
Perfect.
I'd love to. It looks like there were some new slides in that presentation. Are we going to have access to it?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, I just put them together very quickly with my friend Taryn, who's always helping me from these, but I can share them later, yeah.
That would be great. Taryn's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, she's amazing. Actually, we do another presentation, Adria, for Monday. We will have another one on our Quantum Evolution Facebook page, just an updated, proper one, and she will create some magic again and makes it even more beautiful. But now share, please.
I had torn meniscus in my right knee, and I love to dance, and I'm in a totally non-ergonomic desk chair. So I twisted my knee again, and I was like, oh dear. My boyfriend said, go to the osteopath. I said, no, I just got my Healy. I'm going to test my Healy on it. I have to know it works on me first. So I put the wristbands around my knee, and for 3 days I had no pain, which was amazing because I'd had pain for weeks. Then I twisted it again. I did the wristband treatment a second time, and it has been weeks. No problem, no strain, nothing. It's amazing to me. I run the sleep program at night, and I sleep more deeply. Lisa said we can run protection for hours. I run protection sometimes. I'll run the sleep program while I'm getting ready for bed, and I just start to relax. And then I run the protection all night long. On this video, are we allowed to talk about somebody else's testimonial or no?
I'm sure as long as you're compliant, you should be absolutely fine sharing other people's experience. Sure. What do you have?
One of my holistic dentists ordered a Healy, and her husband was a total non-believer. So I reached out and I gave some information, and I said it's FDA cleared. And that opened his mind, the FDA cleared. Plus I said, if you're a non-believer, what harm can it do for me to run it anyway? You don't believe it's going to work. So I think the combination of those two made sense to him. He'd gone to a chiropractor, and maybe he had soft bones, but his L1 was totally fractured. He was in extraordinary pain. So I ran, I did the remote for him because I have the resonance. I ran the program on him, and the next morning, I said, because I wanted to know, she said he was more peaceful, he slept better, and during the day he was able to remove his rib brace. Then I ran a few more programs, which was a little too much. So he was in pain again. And I like to think of that as the healing crisis journey. Sometimes you're in more pain before you really have an opening. So I didn't run again. And 2 days later, she came back to me. She said, he wants more. And this was a total non-believer who experienced extraordinary results on the remote. So now she's telling her patients, because she was sort of skeptical, she is telling her patients what happened with her husband.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love to hear that. Thank you so much, Adria. This is amazing. I think, anybody else has another testimony who would like to share? If so, we can speak up. If not, I'm running through it.
Hi, this is Pagatha.
Hey.
My story is not nearly as impressive as hers was, but last week I was just sitting here watching videos and different things, and all of a sudden it felt like somebody was grabbing my spine and twisting it, and it was like, really, really painful. And it just came and went, and I didn't know when it was going to happen. It could be when I'm getting up. It could be when I'm moving forward. It was just really weird. And so I used the Healy pain program and was amazed that next morning that it was just twinges. It wasn't anywhere near as bad. And so I've used it again, and it's like, that's bones, how does it, but it took care of that problem for me. And I did go to a chiropractor and got a little bit of adjustment. He said my ribs were out, and I'm like, how in the world did I get my ribs out? But I'm just grateful that I could get them back in so quickly and easily. And I've used the Healy quite a bit. And I tell people, it's not always in your face results, but you just realize that you feel calmer, you feel better, you just eat more at ease, whatever it is. And I trust that it's helping my organs and my allergies and all those things I can't see, and so I'm just really, really excited to be a part of this and be in on the ground floor here in America. So thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, see, this is it. Like, it doesn't need to be this massive testimonials, in the end of the day, like I'm also, I believed I was always perfectly healthy and fine. But using Healy really, first of all, I sleep less and I sleep better. So I'm more recovered, right? My energy is better. My mood is better. I feel like I'm preventing myself from a lot of things out there, especially to the time when I was traveling a lot. Like, I was traveling a lot. I went on road shows and so forth, and I didn't sleep, and I had to entertain people. And normally I know my body. Normally my body eventually is crushing. It's like eventually there's a time in my life where I say, like, okay, it's stop, and I need to lay down for a week. And it's never happened. It's never happened. So there's so many things on just doing what just happened. Why I'm sharing my screen now? I think, Lisa, are you doing this? Sorry, guys. So so it's not only about these tremendous life changes. We have so many stories on that one, and I know we have a Facebook group which I'm not allowed to share for some reason because it's not compliant, but we have thousands of testimonials in there. So, but anyway, we know how it's working. We know everybody, and I'm very excited for everybody who hasn't tried it yet to really experience the effects of it, and then also have the resonance, which is allowing you to, for example, I had a guy in Thailand. When was that? 6 months ago. It's a long time ago. I went to Thailand last time, and I put the Healy in his hand and do the resonance. And he's 77 years old, right? And the first thing that came up, there was bioresonance. Bioresonance is one of the program pages I showed you before. And in this program page, there's a program called prostate, and there's immune system and all these things, right? So after it showed me bioresonance with a high percentage, I went into this program, run the analysis on him again, and the first thing that came up was like 85%, like really high relevance and resonance, was prostate. And he looked at me and almost threw the Healy on the floor and said, like, he had a surgery on his prostate like 6 or 7 months ago. So how is it possible that the Healy can detect that, right? And this is the amazing thing with this resonance. Like, it's just so accurate. And then also, most of the time goes to the roots, right? Sometimes we have something, whatever it is, some skin, but maybe it has nothing to do with our skin. Maybe it's connected to our liver, to our kidney, right? And the Healy goes to the root cause. And that's the amazing thing of it. So that's why people have these amazing improvements. When you start trusting the resonance, what it's telling you, and use the programs the resonance is telling you, you will have those effects on it. All righty. If we have any other testimonials, please speak up. Timothy, I see you unmuted yourself, or you just came in.
I did. You know, I'll tell you something, some experiences I've had with the Healy, Max. And it's one lady had some problems with her blood, and she had abnormal values and significantly improvements in 2 days. And they didn't change medications at all. And her white blood count went from 30,000 to 15,000. So that's a decrease by half. And her blood clotting mechanism improved from 130 to 170 in 2 days. And another person had foot, ankle, knee, and back pain, totally gone in 3 days.
Here we go. Yeah, there is actually a video on YouTube. I remember when one guy was testing. He was like putting the blood under a microscope and showed it before Healy and after Healy. It's really amazing. I don't know which video it was, but yeah, this is incredible. I mean, again, it's working on all different levels, right? It's not only like on the discomfort and pain side, not only on the things what you said. It's so many things. You know, we have so many beautiful testimonials emotionally, mentally, you know, from people really start feeling more strong, have this inner strength again, you know, especially during the time of COVID, you know, where people just like got depressed and all this kind of stuff. So Healy was such a beautiful help for those people to really, you know, come back stronger. And at the same time, of course, give them an opportunity to share this device as well and build up a business. I mean, so it's really, it couldn't be more on trend or more, you know, more important right now. Yes, John.
Hi. I wanted to share a experience I had. My wife is a homeopathic doctor, and she had been telling me that I had to really work with my kidneys, my intestines, and my bladder. And several days later, I received my Healy and did a scan, and I said, well, let's see how good my wife is here. And I ran a scan, and son of a gun, what do you think the Healy said is my first highest priority? My bladder, my small intestine, and my kidneys. I had to admit, my wife knows what she's talking about, and the Healy knows what it's talking about.
Amazing. Hey, this is what we're talking about, right? With the resonance, like it's this accurate kind of thing that I think you know, like I would, if I would of course believe your wife, you know. Then taking the Healy is just confirming everything. It's like it's unbelievable that a device, not attaching it into your body, you know. It's like you're having it next. Every time what exactly you need. It's unbelievable. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for sharing your testimonies. That's super helpful. And yeah, this is what it's all about. It's really about these amazing stories and getting more of them, right? So now I'm going back to share my screen, guys, because we have another 15 minutes and run through the rest of the presentation. I also want to explain you a little bit the business, of course, which we can go into later as well. Can somebody unmute and tell me if you can see my screen? I just want to make sure that I'm not talking.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, why Healy? Okay, it's a global wellness economy. It's a $5 trillion market, and it's growing every year. There we go again with this technology, we're disrupting so many billion-dollar markets. Okay, it's the wellness market, and we're disrupting it with a new technology, with something completely new, like almost like the smartphone when it came up and disrupted the phone market and the computer market, right? A few fun facts. We have a unicorn product. So what's a unicorn product? A unicorn product is a product without competition. No matter how much you want to turn it up and down, no matter how much you want to look at things, you won't find competition. If you say like, it's anti-aging, there are 356,000 different anti-aging products. Yeah, you're right. But what of these anti-aging products can also help you with energy, with sleep, with pain, with mental balance? Nothing. Yes, there are frequency products on the market. Which of them you can put in your pocket, use it with an application, has a medical advisory board, has a quantum sensor in there, is based on a technology from Time Waver? Which of them is even similar to the price of it? There is none. So it's no competition. And for everybody who thinks about, the most beautiful intention is, of course, get all these amazing, beautiful benefits of Healy, of what it does to the people. But the other thing is understanding those facts. It can create a beautiful, free lifestyle for us because of sharing something that has no competition. It has never been easier to give something to people where we don't need to compare prices, where we don't need to compete the things they can produce. You don't have to. You don't need to compare. So we're disrupting those industries with this new technology. And it's a startup, and we're financially secured. Okay, what is the highest risk on a startup? Now it's 15, 16, 17 months in the market, right? What is the highest risk? Even no matter how beautiful the idea, no matter how amazing the product, the biggest risk is running out of money, mismanagement, and having a problem like this. Boom, one day to the other, the company crashes. Now we have a several times over billionaire backing this company. And just by the way, the company is just running break even now anyway. So especially since USA opened, there is no more problem. Like the sales were so tremendously incredible. We don't face a financial risk or running against the wall. And of course, it's a future trend as well. We are now in the wearable market. Everything turns to be wearable. Everything gets smaller, and we put it in our pocket. And on top of this, there was never a time where we have more like people like Dr. Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, and all these amazing characters who are talking about quantum entanglement, vibration, frequency. Think about it. How often you hear it lately? For 5 years ago, you didn't hear this so often. Maybe you're in the healing space. There you hear it. In the energy healing space, yes. But now it starts becoming very, very mainstream, right? Now it becomes very, very mainstream, right? So we have never heard, we are so right on a trend now with a product which fits in so good. And then here, look at the map. It's very important to understand that we are a global business. Okay, now we see your big, beautiful country to the left. But if you shift your vision to the right a little bit, you understand it's a global company. It's a global project. So sharing this beautiful device just in America is not necessarily all there is, because the whole world is there. Okay, we have most of the parts in Asia. We have Australia, New Zealand. We have all over Europe. We have Russia. We have Ukraine. So no matter who you can think of, who this beautiful device can help, reach out to those people, because it's a global opportunity. And thinking in terms of business, if you have a contact in the Ukraine, for example, and he starts sharing the Ukraine, there's a whole market to discover. So it's really unlimited potential with a device which makes people feel so much better. These are the different editions for everybody who doesn't know. So the Healy always is the same device. It's always the same hardware. So the difference is the programs on it. The Healy Gold is the smallest with the least programs, and it goes up to become to the king, which is the Healy Resonance, which has all the programs, everything, from energy, from fitness, from learning, but it also has the resonance and analyze application. The application I'm talking about, this is only in the resonance. The application I'm talking about, what you take into your hand, and the analyze is running in your system and tells you what frequency program you need, or what homeopathic remedy you resonate with, or even your aura. It even scans your aura and tells you what chakras are in alignment and disalignment. And that's a picture of explaining you one more time what I just talked about, what is coming with those packages. Okay, we have the gold, The second package, Holistic Health, then Holistic Health Plus and Resonance. Now the gold every package comes with a Nuno Nina gold cycle. And remember, that was the most generic one. I showed it before in the beginning, right? The Nuno Nina gold cycle. It's with every package. It's always there. It's always there, right? And then we go down here, pain and psyche, bioenergetic, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. So you see those programs come into holistic health. Now, this is an old presentation. Excuse me for this one. The deep cycle here is also included in every program. Okay, the deep cycle is the detox cycle, what I was talking about before. Here, I just want to show you this again. So as you can see, the gold comes with every edition. It's the one in the right corner. The deep cycle is next to it, comes in every edition. Now, if you purchase the gold edition, which is the smallest edition, now you get those 2 programs, but you can choose one more. So for example, if you're a fitness biohacking type, you would obviously go and choose the fitness program page. If you have a teenage daughter and she needs to study for exams and you want to buy the gold edition, you can choose the learning program for her, right? So it's up to you, whichever program you believe is most suitable for your needs, you can choose this program, okay? So it's always the gold and the deep cycle plus 1 program, your choice, for the gold edition. That moment. Here we go. So gold is the first, Holistic Health Plus, and Resonance. Okay. So, and then Holistic Health, the second one goes on with more programs, obviously. And then Holistic Health Plus has all the programs in your Healy application, all of them, from learning, fitness, beauty, skin, whatever. Same as the Holistic Health Plus, it has also all of them. But now the difference between the Resonance and the Holistic Health Plus is this star here, which is the Resonance and Analyze application, which is the application I've been talking about before, which is the application that John did when he was analyzing his body, and it told him bladder, kidney, and so forth. This is the Resonance application. So, and now we are going, okay, fast start bonus. This is something I need to tell you about for everybody who wants to, share. And again, for me, it's my responsibility to really share this device to as many people as possible, because I have seen, and also only today in this call, we have 3 beautiful examples, what it does to people, how it's changing people's life. So by knowing that and understanding that, we have to share it. It's something you want to do. So by doing so, we have a fast start bonus. So the first 30 days, when you start getting your Healy, you have 30 days in order for yourself to get even another extra Healy. So depending on what frequency, depending on what edition you get for yourself, what just happened now? Wait, me and computers. Wait, hang on. I zoomed in. Anyway, yeah, because I want to show you this Resonance very big. So depending on what package you buy, you will get a free upgrade if you share the Healy to 3 persons in the first 30 days. Okay, so I make you an example on the picture here. So if you would get the Healy Gold, and within the first 30 days, you share 3 more devices, it can be any device you're gonna share, you get a free upgrade to the next bigger package. So this has become the Healy Holistic Health, so you get more programs on it. Now, if you would have, for example, you purchase the Healy Holistic Health Plus, and you share 3 Healys in the first 30 days, you will get an upgrade for free to get the Healy Resonance. So then suddenly you have your analysis programs on it, right? So if you already upgraded yourself to the Healy Resonance, or you purchased the Healy Resonance in the beginning, and you share 3 devices, you will receive another free Healy Resonance physical device. So another device, which is worth $2,500, you will get for free. Okay, so if you have a Resonance, share 1, 2, 3 device, any version, it can be the gold, it can be the smallest, you will get a free Healy Resonance device. Okay, so for everybody who wants to create a little bit momentum and start sharing, this is a beautiful way. And to have a free Resonance, let me tell you from my personal experience, of course people want to try the Healy. They don't have to, because meanwhile it showed enough the energy we projecting outside. People understand this is an amazing device. They just buy it anyway. But often people, of course, it works amazing if you put it in somebody's hand and the Healy is telling what they have and what not and what frequency program they should use. So it helps to give your Healy away, right? If somebody can experience the Healy for a day or two, it's amazing. So trust me one thing, if you have your Healy new, you don't want to give it away. So it's a great idea to have a second Healy that you can give away to people to try and test it. So it's a really recommended idea to have the fast start bonus. And then lastly, very small, I want to touch on how to create a business, okay? And how to earn with a business. So this is how it looks like. We have 6 different bonuses, 6 different ways of how to make money. Starting with the direct bonus, the dual, the matching, mobility bonus, which is a bonus that is, every month depending on what rank you achieved, you get extra money in order to travel, to fly, and whatever. These bonuses, they come a little bit later. For the beginning, I think the direct bonus is the most important, the dual and the matching bonus. So I'm going to go into those to make you understand. The beautiful thing about the business is you don't need to have an office. You don't need to have a warehouse. You don't need to have stock. You don't need to have all of those things. All you need to do is go and get your link, which is in your dashboard on your back office, and send that link to whoever is interested in having a Healy. If that person clicks on the link, signs up, he is registered with you. If that person now goes on the shop and purchases a Healy, you will receive a direct bonus. This is the direct bonus because you directly send your link to somebody and you will directly receive a commission on that one. Okay, so we will have eventually, for those people of you guys who decide, okay, I want to do that, we will help you, we will train you, we will make you understand how to get the most out of those plans in later sessions. For today, I want to just show you there is a way, an easy way, how to really increase or how to create some revenue for yourself. So this is the direct bonus, right? It's a beautiful way for the beginning to share Healy and get a really nice, juicy, direct commission from it. Then we have a dual bonus. And the dual bonus is basically the heart of the business, of what we're doing. Because if you look at example 1 and that spot, the moment you have a Healy, you will create yourself a position in the so-called tree. And this position will always stay there. It's like a prime piece of real estate, which is not going away. And everything what happens below this real estate is growing your community, is making your real estate more valuable, basically. Okay, just to give you an idea like that. So when these people here filling up by people you bring into the business or by people you sharing the Healy with, you can earn 15% of the total volume of the weaker side. You have 2 legs, left leg and right leg. And whatever leg is weaker in point volume. Point volume means the money is being spent on one side or the other. You will get 15% per month from this point volume in your position. So eventually, if you think about building a team, building an organization, you can have this unlimited going down. Unlimited. So there can be thousands, tens of thousands of people eventually that create volume into your position. And this is really, it's basically a residual income for the future. And last but not least, I want to tell you about the matching bonus. So for example, Kevin, who was sharing his testimonial before, he sent me the link of the Healy. I decide I'm purchasing a Healy. Now I become his first level. L1 stands for level 1. Why am his first level? Because he shared the Healy to me. He shared his link to me. So if I sign up with him, I'm his first level. Now, if I go out and do the things what I'm doing today, and I'm sharing a Healy like crazy, that means I will build an organization in this dual tree, which is going to be huge, which it is already. And everything I do here, I earn 15%. That means, to make an easy example, I make 10,000 euro a month. If I make 10,000 euro a month, I'm his first level. Because I'm his first level and he brought me into the business, he received 10% of my 10,000 euro I do here. So I earn 10,000 euro per month and he will earn 1,000 euro just because he showed me and shared the Healy to me. And I became his first level. Okay, so this is very interesting for people to understand, like, if we have amazing people like therapists, like influencer, like people who just raving fans about this device, we can have a portion of whatever they earn as well for us. So now let's say, I just want to explain example a little bit further. If I go now, I am sharing this device now, since I'm already John's level 1, I'm going now, Kevin's level 1, I'm going out and share it to John. So now John is using my link. That means John becomes my first level, right? So now I can get a part of whatever John is making in the dual tree, and John now becomes Kevin's second level. You understand that? Because I brought in John, Kevin brought in me, so John becomes my first level, and John becomes Kevin's second level. So now, since John is Kevin's second level, Kevin is still making 5% on whatever John is making in the dual bonus. Once again, guys, this is just a short overview of how you can create an income, and going a little bit further from, starting your journey, if you're interested in sharing. I mean, I always say sharing is caring, because if something is so good and so good for you, it will be good for other people. So obviously it's a benefit for everyone, and you should earn money. You should earn money if you help people having those benefits. I'm a deep believer from this one. And if you do so, there are ways to make money. And if you do so, we are happy to help you share and understand how you do the best out of it. So how to build these trees in the best possible way. So we can also do trainings on this one, right? So yeah, with this said, guys, I think I'm done with the presentation for now. It's basically an hour. I can't believe I made it on time. And Lisa, you also here? No, this is me, actually. I'm always getting confused. I'm always seeing Lisa Losian on the call, but it's me because I'm using her account. Yeah, I don't know. I think Lisa always says no question and answer. We do that next time. Then I would say, let's say goodbye, and let you guys go to the night, because my day is starting right now. Maybe you can unmute yourself and say goodbye. And I hope you liked the presentation. I'm really excited for you guys to have some experiences with Healy. Bye-bye.
Bye, Max. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everyone.
Can't wait till mine arrives.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Have a good night.
Thank you, Max.
Bye.
Max. Great job.
Looking forward to meeting you sometime soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. The moment I travel, maybe in 1.5 months, if I can fly to America, I will be there. I'm trying my best.
Great. That sounds like
Can't wait to meet you all. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you.